These are all my thoughts and opinions based on information out in the public domain. Please do your own research, and this is a platform of entertainment and for us to share our opinions. I want to take a chance to say thank you for all the donations. I can't get into very many details, but they're very much needed, not for me, but for somebody in something happened to one of the little girls. So I'm very thankful for the people who are helping and donating. Thank you very much for that. And again, please like, share, and subscribe to make the platform grow.
I'm wondering, how on earth did I get here?
It's called fraud, lying. Meghan, that's how you got there. Sleeping your way with men. You're not a feminist. And I would like to talk to somebody. I wonder if this Chris Ship, he's a reporter or something like that. He went on to say huge crowds, to say farewell to Meghan. I guess he doesn't know how to count, but I've been very surprised because I've been watching him put a lot of stuff out there. Now, Meghan Markle in her speech, lying again. She was not summoned by world leaders. No. Her agent, and I hope her agent speaks up, her agent fought tooth and nail to get her signed up for those one world thing. Because it was her agent. This is before Meghan was actually meeting Harry. She wanted to get into like a higher profile because she figured that being a humanitarian would help her advance her career. It was never about being a humanitarian. By the way, she briefly talks about the 2016 Ottawa thing, right? She left. This is why if you go to the 2016 one, I don't think you'll see her anywhere because she left. I don't know if you guys have read her agent, how she put her agent in the spot in 2016 because get me out of this, get me out of this. It's also in the Tom Bowers movie, book, so you can read it. It's very embarrassing. It was me, myself, and I in that speech. Oh, the girl from Suits, and I was with world leaders. Now I know I belong. No, she doesn't belong anywhere. She doesn't belong anywhere. And I mean, if that woman puts any more tanning lotion on her, why is it only when she comes over to the UK, she's getting darker and darker by the minute? She should lay off the bronzer, and you can see the parting in her head. She still hasn't learned to also bronze that part, because you can see the whole white of the thing, and she's getting darker and darker, and she's getting uglier and uglier. That woman is not a fine wine, and this is not about looks or anything. People I go here saying, "Oh, Meghan Markle is so beautiful." No, she's not. No, she's not. This woman has so much makeup on her, so much crap, and she still looks filthy, dirty, and used. But it's embarrassing. It's an embarrassment. By the way, they did not take a commercial flight. If they did, how come they haven't? These are people who share everything. Meghan Markle was sharing on Finding Freedom that she pooped out in the woods, and that made Harry fall in love with her. They would have posted the flight number that they arrived in, but they didn't. I don't believe they did at all. That's another BS that's being put out there. Because if they had, you would have Omid Scobie or anybody from Meghan Markle's camp saying, "Oh, they arrived in flight number blah blah blah." Of course they didn't. Of course they didn't. But these are all my thoughts and opinions. Now, for something that's very, very interesting, people are putting out there that she is. They turned down Prince Charles' invitation to stay at Balmoral. This is again when they were going on and on about the Queen, how the Queen was attending Lilibet's birthday party. That was never it. The royal family are never going to comment on something that stupid, So they can talk and talk all they want. Had they really been invited by Prince Charles to come to Balmoral, trust me, they would have been there. They would have been there, even if it's without the cameras, and they would have put it out there like crazy because they need that royal connection. Now, it's very interesting because I read an article that says Meghan Markle, the Queen, is being urged to remove titles from Meghan Markle and Harry. Let me correct a couple of things there. One, Meghan Markle has no titles. Meghan Markle gets to use her now husband, as she called it, her now husband's titles. But Meghan Markle herself has no titles. okay? That is a courtesy thing that she's being allowed for now to use, okay? So that's one. So the queen cannot remove her from using something that she doesn't have. She can strip Harry of all titles. So it's very interesting that people who've been trashing me say, oh no, they need an act of parliament. No. If you go, there's been so many petitions asking Parliament to strip Harry and Meghan, Harry of all titles. And Parliament has responded in writing that the only person who can do that is the Queen, that they can't do that. So, and now this article coming out saying that the Queen is being urged to remove all of Harry's titles. Of course the Queen can do it. All she has to do is issue a letters patent specifically for Harry, saying that he is no longer a prince of the United Kingdom, nor a duke of the United Kingdom. And that from now on, he'll be known as Harry Windsor. He's not Henry of Wales. He's no longer Henry of Wales. The only one is that's Prince Charles. And, you know, but Harry's no longer Henry of Wales, that people keep going. He's Henry Windsor. That's it. You know? So for people who now, hopefully they will understand that, yes, the Queen can issue a letters patent and make Harry a complete private citizen. Holding the title of prince is not a birthright. It's a title that he was granted by the Queen as a gift, and as such it can be taken away. Okay, but now going back to Meghan Markle, you know, I tried to give that woman the benefit of the doubt. There were so many eyes playing the little girl. I was just this girl from Sud. I didn't know I belonged. Why didn't she talk about empowerment? I thought she was going to talk about gender equality. All she talked about is that, hey, I was called as, you know, by world leaders. No, she was not. Her agent worked her ass off to get her there. And then in 2016, she took off, I think. If I remember correctly, she took off. I've actually Googled and YouTube the videos of 2016 summit, and Meghan Markle is nowhere to be found. Maybe even then she wasn't that relevant, because I saw a bunch of people and the people who were there in the videos of the one summit, and Meghan Markle is not in any of them in 2016. She wasn't a big star to be missed, even if she skipped it, you know? So, I mean, what do you guys think? Do you think, I mean, and it's so embarrassing. Why are the press trying to build them higher than what they are? They're not. Meghan Markle and Harry, it's so sad. Harry was second to a future King of England, and now Harry is a second to a D-lister, an ultra D-lister, a liar. And you can see Prince Harry is not happy at any. I mean, you'll be hard pressed for him to smirk a little bit. You know, even some things, like you can see a couple of smiles. He's probably wondering, what the hell am I doing here? But he's too arrogant to admit that he screwed up. And now he's stuck with this D-lister. Because the arrogance of Prince Harry is such that he will never admit he's wrong. He will die. He'd much rather go down with the ship than to say, I screwed up. And she's a D-lister nobody. And now she has turned me into, instead of raising Meghan to the level of royalty, Meghan has lower Harry to her level, to her D level, you know? It's unbelievable, you know? Her shit is so tainted, it's so terrible that there's not even a royal, not even a prince of the United Kingdom could elevate that woman or pull her from the gutter that she's in. Instead, she dragged Prince Harry down to her level, which is very, very sad. Please, I look forward to your comments. And I mean, that speech, I couldn't, you know, I started, but I didn't. Can you imagine? Me? I was someone, I belonged. That is really disgusting. Nothing for woman equality there. If anything, she's shown why some women should never be equal to anybody, not even to other women, because she is an embarrassment even to womanhood. But please leave your comments, okay, guys? And please like, share, and subscribe.